Alright, I said I wasn't going to go back into customs, but I mean, I just couldn't resist. I decided to try and record something with the rock pets, and you're seeing them a lot on YouTube at the moment, probably because they're incredibly fun. So here's the first one, Basilisk, Tier 1, start of battle, transform the nearest pet ahead to a rock with 2 health. With plus 2 health, rather. So you can use it to turn your teammates into rocks, but you can also use it to turn the first pet on the team into a rock. And fittingly here we start by facing Rev GT. I'm not sure what he was going for here, but Armadillo, not very often seen. And I think with all the extra health, this is actually going to end up being a tie. So GG's Rev. Looking forward to seeing that video. But yeah, what we're going to do is use the Basilisk to turn the opposing pet at the front into a rock. And then we're going to use another pet later on, a tier 6, the Cockatrice. I think I've heard a bunch of different pronunciations of that as well. But that allows you to turn the backmost pet into a rock as well. Now, so far, so exactly the same as you've probably seen on other channels. And I really wanted to do something a little bit different to try and push this a bit further. And the way I decided to do that was to try and increase the number of rocks on the opposing team. So it's definitely possible to get 3 pets turned into a rock. I'm pretty sure it's possible to get 4, although I don't have a clip of that today, unfortunately. I think that'll probably have to wait until customs becomes a little bit more playable. But in order to turn 3 pets into rock, and we actually get a desync there, but in order to turn 3 pets into a rock, we're going to have to move the back pet. Because I'll show the Cockatrice ability on screen when I find one. But essentially it will only ever target the backmost pet. And I think that was a sensible addition that they made, because it means that you can't just turn the entire enemy team into rocks with very little effort. The Cockatrice does need to be a high level, but at the same time, it's such a powerful ability. Being able to spam it would be, it would be pretty unfortunate. We'll talk about how the Cockatrice is balanced a bit more when we actually get to one. But for now, I've just got the level 3 Hatching Chick working away, getting these level ups. We've already got the level 3 Basilisk, which, to be honest, it doesn't actually matter the level on the Basilisk, because you actually end up giving more health to the opposing unit. And, okay, here is the first Cockatrice. So start of battle, transform the backmost level 1 or lower enemy to rock. So it's restricted based on level, which means in order to guarantee turn the back pet into rock, it has to be a level 3. And we're probably going to need 2 level 3s, because a lot of teams are going to have multiple level 3 units at the back, simply due to Cyclops. And Cyclops is just on every single team at the moment, and if it isn't on the team, then it was probably used to level up the team. So here we use Alpaca and the Chocolate to get the level 2, and then we're going to get Hatching Chick working on the Cockatrice. It needs to be higher attack than the Hatching Chick, because I've already purchased the Eggplant here, which is going to be used to move the unit at the back. Once it becomes a rock, it'll get moved, and then the second Cockatrice can activate on the unit that was pushed into the back slot. So yeah, I mentioned I think you can probably get 4 if you time this correctly. You'd probably need a Seahorse as well, because the Seahorse is going to have to push the back unit much further to the front, so that everything else is available to be turned to stone. But yeah, probably not something that's going to be possible in the current state of the game. So here's a Blobfish. I actually had Gingerbread Man in the pack as well, but I kept forgetting to use it to get the level 3. But with the level 3 Hatching Chick here, it doesn't actually matter. And we do find the second Cockatrice. So yeah, Hatching Chick to the back, and then the level 1 can go in the empty slot. In fact, we actually get a great roll here with Chocolate and a duplicate. So with level 2, you do have a decent chance of transforming 2 pets to rock, but not guaranteed. And you can see here what's going to happen. We actually move the Hatching Chick to the back, which is level 3. 2 level 3 Hatching Chick teams. So yeah, we can't turn it to stone, unfortunately. But that's how it's supposed to work. And I think we'll just immediately start feeding chocolates. Okay, I'm going to rewatch the last battle because I'm confused. I didn't notice that the hatching chick was level 3, so we only got 2 rocks. Actually, we did get 3 because they had a mushroom on the front unit, but now we take the level up. And we actually have to change the... We need to actually buff the hatching chick here. I would just buy the chocolate, but we have to buff the hatching chick to make sure the eggplant goes before the second pet at the back is turned to stone. But we're very close to having 2 level 3s, and then we can guarantee that completely. So this works out perfectly. We turn the Jersey Devil and the Cerberus at the back into stone. And whatever was at the front, I think it was a Sphinx. And it depends what comes out of the Orca here, whether or not we win or lose. It's actually Eagle, but we are going to win. That could have been nasty. So now we're guaranteed to have the level 3, but I need to give the hatching chick more food to make sure that it's got higher attack. Because we need to shuffle after the first stone ability goes off. So this time it should work. And it is triple Cyclops, and we actually turn 2 of them to stone, which means that they don't get the chain reaction, and the Chimera only gets 4 mana, which is just beautiful to see. But now the hatching chick kind of does nothing, unfortunately. But I need to keep it because of the eggplant. So you can see here, yeah, I was thinking about going for a third one. But actually here I make a mistake, and I buff the hatching chick too much. I should have used that chicken leg on the middle position cockatrice, because now it's the eggplant goes first. Yeah, that was a big mistake. But actually it wouldn't have made any difference because we faced this team with the broken Jersey Devil. At least they were memeing with Leviathan, but yeah, you're going to see a lot of teams with level 3 Jersey Devil and just full 50-50s across the board. But that was my sort of proof of concept run, and I went and recorded a bunch more clips. So here we see, this is actually really disappointing to see Mirko playing Yeti plus Nessie. Come on, Mirko, you can do better. And get rid of that mega L at the end of your name, please. And here's one where we actually face Moby Dick, which runs away and therefore makes the eggplant useless. Although it is another Nessie team. For some reason they had almost no rolls. I don't know what was going on there. But we end up winning regardless. Kind of funny to see the rare token pets on the loose. And then this is great, where it looks like a free-to-play team, but strangely they've got elephant, tiger, blowfish at the very back, and it gets completely messed up. Although we only had, did we have more than 2? I think we only had 2 rocks there. Still a funny clip though. This one, again, it's the same thing where it's Cyclops spam, but unfortunately here they actually had the behemoth at the back. And I think if they didn't have the behemoth at the back, we could have still won this because the chain wouldn't go off quite so strongly as it does here. Yeah, you just get so much mana from the Cyclops stacking. You can see how close it is. Yeah, putting the behemoth at the back saved that team. This is hilarious. The vampire bat plus microbe spam, and yeah, it just gets completely destroyed by the rocks. In fact, we don't lose any pets at all. Pretty rare against the vampire bat team. Another Cyclops spam team, but this time I used Crocodile to delete everything, and then their only pets left are the 2 rocks. So that was quite good, although we didn't get to see the triple rock. Again, this is a similar thing with the Crocodile, and it's another Cyclops spam team, but we're also going to remove the fly. So now, yeah, unfortunately here, because of the level up, the second cockatrice doesn't get to activate because the Chimera was level 3, but it had no mana, so it's an easy win. And that one actually was a win. So it had been a while since it actually had a win in customs at all. Another vampire bat team, although this one doesn't have any weakness, so I assume they were just playing it to counter the other people who were playing microbe. So yeah, good win there. Another vampire bat, but we turn the microbe to stone, the Cyclops and the vampire bat. So the frost does nothing, or the cold rather, does nothing. And we get another win. And then this one, the woodpecker gets turned to stone. So The front unit doesn't take as much damage as it would. Unfortunately, again, it's a situation where we end up with a level 3 at the back, so we can't turn it to stone, but still a win nonetheless. I think these are all the same game. And then another Chimera Mana Hound team, they just never give up. But 3 units turn to stone and the combo doesn't go off, so the level 3 Cyclops looks pretty ridiculous in the middle. So yeah, a couple of nice wins. I think those games were back-to-back as well. And then last clip, I think it's fitting to show this one of RevGT, the master of rock himself, getting turned to rock. Yeah, that was quite an unusual team there, so maybe that's going to be another video as well. I was actually matched with Rev so many times while trying to record this. He's really working hard out there.